can't believe we're actually finally making this video. We have had our Cybertruck since the middle of February, and as all Cybertruck owners know, we have been sold the promise of the Foundation series having FSD. It is finally here. I am so excited. The largest Tesla, the only one with steer-by-wire, and it's here. Tesla delivered on their promise, and not only did they deliver to early access testers, but they actually had a substantially wider release at the very last day of September like they promised, with newer promises for what to expect in October. Let's talk about all these things. Let's jump into Cybertruck and check out Full Self-Driving Supervised.
Okay, so inside the Cybertruck, and I apologize if it's a little dark, I couldn't wait. I had to show you guys all the release notes and a quick drive. So, as you can see, FSD Supervised is version 12.5.5 in the Cybertruck. This is full end-to-end highway. It is amazing, as you can see here. It does have end-to-end highway and does include vision-based attention monitoring with sunglasses. So quickly reading over this, as you can see here, it does say FSD Supervised V12.5.5. It upgrades the city streets driving stack to a single end-to-end neural network trained on millions of video clips, replacing over 300,000 lines of explicit C++ code. And what's equally as exciting is the upcoming improvements already on the docket here for earlier and more natural lane changes, decisions, improved performance in parking lots, improved performance at intersections and stops, and the introduction of speed profiles. Again, obviously, it does say note this is an early access build. You and anyone you authorize must use additional caution and remain attentive. It does not make your vehicle autonomous. Do not become complacent. Then obviously you have all of the breakdown on the notes for Full Self-Driving Supervised, as well as the vision-based attention monitoring, which goes off of the glasses that it was just saying that you can wear sunglasses and it will still work for you. And then what we had prior was the Vision Autopark here that came in 2024.32.5.4. So, great release notes. This is something we've been waiting with for a long time. Let's go. So before we turn on FSD Beta or FSD Supervised, I do want to show you now the new autopilot settings. And as you can see, one is still missing, unfortunately, but we do have FSD Supervised or FSD Beta or whatever you want to call it live finally in the Cybertruck. And it's pretty basic. It's nothing new or different than what you've seen in any other Tesla vehicle at this time. So no other real callouts here. Let's go ahead and first just turn it on, and that symbol, I hope the camera's picking it up good enough for you. It is finally here, the autopilot symbol with the new square yoke or whatever you want to call it, and it is working perfectly well. You can see it's braking timely, and it is actually doing so in a very smooth manner. One thing I will say is, thanks to the high refresh screen here, it looks super smooth and good, much better than even what our refresh Model 3 looks like. Everything just looks very clean. So yes, it took a little bit for FSD to get to the Cybertruck, but thanks to this massive display and a much higher resolution one, it definitely makes this experience, at least on this view, look at that, so much more pleasant. Look at all of the data these cameras are seeing. As you can see, it says, please pay attention to the road. It's already getting us, we're flashing, but no strike just yet. I actually have to say, this is definitely much more impressive visually than what I was anticipating. So let's go ahead and just put in a quick address here and see what they have to say up ahead. Let's do, what's coming up here? Chop Shop. So we'll go to this chop shop right here. It's only a couple miles down the road. And let's go ahead and take care of this. And you can see, even though we are actually fully paying attention, even though we were editing the screen, we still got that pop-up yet again. So let's expand this out. It is nice still having the rear view mirror up top. It really doesn't intrude on this display and still does look very good. You can see it did gradually accelerate as needed. We haven't had any issues with that. No phantom braking for the first 24 hours we've had this for. It really has just been a smooth increase in speed and decrease in speed altogether. So that was definitely very nice to see. For those of you newer to full self-driving, and I know you're going to see a ton of videos on probably celebrities now that have the Cybertruck posting videos of them using this feature for probably one of the first times. You got to be mindful. It is still supervised as it is in the name. Still need to pay attention. Get ready to take over at any time. This is not a final finished product, so definitely please keep that in your mind when you're using this if it is your first time using FSD beta. Beyond that though, I will say from an experience standpoint again, this is the best first release beta that we've used. I guess that goes without saying because of how long FSD has been in development for at this point, but it is definitely still nice to see. So we are about a little over a mile away from where we're going to go. We're just going to get there really quick and fast forward through this video so you're not bored. And let's see how it takes this left turn. One other call out in case you all are not aware, unfortunately, there is no AS in this or actual smart summon. It was not bundled in this release, so take that for what you'd like, but it is one feature missing. I will actually also show you, as it says in here, sorry about that, in the actual release notes, as you'll see, what is coming soon is actually earlier and more natural lane change decisions, which you can see it has not decided to make one yet. There hasn't been too much traffic here, like we talked about earlier in the video. And then also improvements in parking lots. We'll see how that plays out right now, and the improved performance at intersections and stops. So very curious to see. 12.5.5 hopefully is going to be one of the next big builds going out to everybody, and hopefully it's one of the best ones.
Now turn left onto Silver Forest Drive.
Merged over pretty well here. We have a flashing yellow light, so I'm curious to see how this is handled with FSD Supervised. It is crossing the line and is being cautious, and it was actually pretty aggressive there in its turn. Not a problem there at all. Got right over.
Now turn
Knew he
right.
needed to go right. Taking it a little slow here, just a little hesitation, nothing crazy.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
I think it's actually operating the parking lot pretty good. Not too shabby at all.
Now
It says
your
autopilot
destination is
navigation
on the
complete. Press accelerator to resume. So now let's see if we want to go ahead and auto park. You see we still have to go down to a slower rate of speed. Let's just go ahead and pick this spot and let this take over also. If you guys saw our other video on auto park, it was very, very finicky. I was not very impressed. It was pretty terrible, quite honestly. I would never use it. Let's see if this has improved at all in this build. So it's definitely slow, very, very cautious with the curb, but no other cars around. But I can actually tell you, this is right in the middle of the spot. It is not looking bad at all. It completed on its first attempt. So that is actually pretty impressive. What do you guys think? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. I know it's a very short, quick video, but we have a ton of tests we're going to be going through, and I'm curious to know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.